Okay, hello and welcome to another Friday Footfalls. This time I'm going to be running some 4-colour through. This is the list by Daniel Gertschel from Pro Tour Lord of the Rings. Yeah, classic sort of 4 colours. We've got the full 12, sorry, cascade spells, and then obviously the benefit of playing the 4 colours is you get the ley line bindings, 4 subtlety, and 4 force of negation, so looking to interact quite a lot for free as usual. Fire Ice just too good to pass up, and I think Bone Crush Giant is yeah, similar to the other ones. It's an answer to, well, not an answer to, but able to push damage through if someone casts the One Ring. In the sideboard, again, pretty classic stuff. The one thing I want to talk just a little bit about is Dranith Magistrate. So this is tech, I think it came up in one of the previous videos, someone played against us. This is tech against Living End, so I think you cut all of your Crashing Footfalls, play a Dranith Magistrate, and then try and beat the opponent in a fair game, which yeah is I think you probably bring in Murktide Regents as well. So yeah, definitely an interesting plan, and something that I've seen people quite high on in the Living End matchup. Don't think I'd bring it in again in the mirror, but yeah, good to give 4-colour a go. Hope everyone's doing well today and enjoying these Rhinos videos and the others. Thanks everyone that's subscribed recently and continues to do so. It really does mean a lot. If you could consider subscribing if you haven't already, that'd be great. On towards 700 subscribers now. Be really good to reach that and beyond by the end of this year potentially. So yeah, big thanks to everyone for that, and yeah, let's see how we feel about 4-colour. Right, certainly like to play first, and yeah, this is fine. We can keep this. We'll go turn 1, probably Temple Garden actually, because then if we go and get Steam Vents, we can Leyline Binding on turn 2 if we need to. We can also obviously fire. Probably not going to subtlety, I think. Yeah, obviously the one card we're missing is a Cascader. We do have 12 to draw to. Bit less interactive, the 4-colour deck, just because you've got all of these cascade spells, but yeah, just trying to make sure you make the Rhinos by turn 3. Okay, opponent goes Triome, pass. There's a lot of 4-colour stuff going on at the moment, but Ketro Triome could also be Rhinos. Oh no! Oh, I can't believe I just did that. I didn't. I just didn't island cycle at the end. That's really bad. Oh, just pass the turn. Now we can't. Yeah, we can't go. We can't go ice. So okay, that's a blunder. The swamp, forest, island. So we need mountain. So we might as well just get Ralgrin Triome because it's like a Steam Vent, so we're going to play it tapped anyway. Yeah, blunder there. We should have got Steam Vent, shocked in, ice the land. Now we're going to be sad when they go land, Wrenn and 6. And we haven't drawn an additional card as well. Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. Yeah, just accidentally yielding through the turn. Hopefully, looks like it might be creativity. Okay, Bone Crusher. So we can't bind it for one. I think I'm just gonna ice a land here. Oh, we don't want them playing Fable, and we want to draw towards draw towards more lands and a Cascader. I feel less bad about my misplay if the oh, it would have been Shardless Agent. Yeah, so that's pretty huge, because we could have gone Shardless Agent this turn. We could have gone Ice there, Ketria Triome. I guess if they had Spell Pierce, it's still bad. Like, we're probably not going to play Shardless Agent. Although the Renin, okay, Renin 6 is ticking up without Bloodstained Mire, so that just tells us they have Spell Pierce, so we probably don't play it anyway. Okay, Boseiju, we do want to play another land, I think. Work our way up towards something here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and Binding now. Surprised they did that, because we could have, if we'd had Violent Outburst. I kind of want them to go for creativity here. This pause makes me think they possibly have it. Okay, but we've got the Bone Crusher Giant. Okay, they're going for it. Oh, Transmogrify. Okay, so we'll stomp there. And then we can just Shardless Agent. If we find a land, we can then hold up Binding as well. Okay, we don't, but we will Shardless Agent. Crashing Footfalls. Like, this doesn't, obviously if the opponent untaps and creativities us, that's a problem, but it's not too bad because we just go sack Shardless Agent, discard Subtlety, and then Binding the Archon. Prismatic Ending on a Rhino is fine. Okay, Fable. I guess we probably need to Binding the token. Although we have an answer now to, I guess if they have creativity they can do it for 2, but trouble is we can't Binding for 1 mana, so I think we just have to wait here. Discard an Archon. There's a Renin 6. So actually if they're short lands, I think I'm just going to Subtlety this. Pitch Subtlety. Because if they haven't got another land, then they can't go for Archon. Well, they can attack and then use the treasure, but then we get to Leyline Binding. Okay, so they have a shock land. Okay, they do attack. Actually, now we can just violent outburst. Because then they can't creativity anyway, because we'll block here. Yeah. But they can spell pierce the crashing footfalls, I guess. Okay, that just resolves. Let's double block. No harm in double blocking, I don't think. Okay, that puts lethal onto the field. Yeah, okay, so they do have a bolt. Do they put red and 6 on top or bottom? They put it on top, okay. So they get rid of a rhino. It's mountain plains. So they could have another one. Okay, we're drawing a lot of footfalls. Okay, so we'll attack. I think we're just going to play Shardless Agent again. Yeah, because even if they then creativity, we're probably still okay, especially with the binding. Okay, so what do we think here? Potentially mystical disputes. We like force. Subtlety's not actually that great. It deals with Ren and 6, but not that well. So yeah, I think we can cut those. We didn't see the... I think we can bring in the dismembers. We didn't see... what's the unearth spell? Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. Unmarked, no, not unmarked grave. The one that usually goes with that Embry animator. The one that the one that brings it back. We didn't see, so I think we don't need to necessarily think about endurance. They're probably bringing in a load of counter magic. They can't play Chalice. We'll bring in the mystical disputes. Bone Crusher Giant is interesting. I don't know that we want Bone Crusher. Do we want Murktide Regent? Murktide Regent seems quite bad into Leyline binding. I think I'll cut one Bone Crusher for another dispute. Try something like that. Oh, they might also be running to Fairy, so it's good to have the disputes. I guess Subtlety deals with that. They're not... I haven't seen as many lists playing to Fairy recently. We're going to keep this. It's not the best hand I've ever seen. But it's got some Cascaders now. Okay, so we'll play Windswept Heath and pass. And then we'll fetch up a Triome that lets us cast Binding next turn. Drawing a blue card for force is really nice as well. Do we force a Ren and 6 is the question. I mean, it doesn't look like they have it, so. So if we get Zagoth, Swamp Forest Island, no, we need Mountain. So yeah, we'll get the Triome. And then we'll play yeah, we'll play Temple Garden. So yeah, we've drawn a lot of cascaders. So yeah, essentially we're just going to try and make rhinos every turn. Okay, nothing from the opponent. Okay, so we'll go. That kind of wants to fetch the triumph that lets us binding for 1 mana, so we'll just Violent Outburst and pass. If they go for creativity here, okay, so we'll go for the Outburst. We could force a counter spell. Reprieve. I kind of want to force that. Draws them a card, and this is really bad into this. Do we force? If we force and they spell pierce, that's pretty bad. But it's, if they have spell pierce, they're also going to get our next lot of rhinos, and we can't then force. I think I'm just going to force. Get rid of Ardent Plea. I don't know. Maybe this is. I'm not convinced on this. Like if they have another reprieve, it's bad. Looks like they might do. They could, if they reprieve our force, we might force again. Reprieve targeting crashing footfalls. Okay. So now, yeah, I think we have to make rhinos here. So yeah, just go this. Cast Footfalls. I wonder if we're then meant to just suspend. I think we probably are. Can this go and get? Are we running a breeding pool? Just going to check if we're running a breeding pool. Yeah, we are running breeding pool, so I think that's better here because we might want to cycle the triome. But they can go creativity for 1. We sack the Shardless Agent and then binding the Archon. Okay, they have a binding. They have double binding. Okay. No follow-up though. I think we'll just play a land, attack. And then we'll look to cycle the land here. Don't want to use Boseiju actually. Because it would allow, because you can fetch Dwarven Mind from Boseiju. Should have fetched first, really. Bit flooded out. Well, Fire Ice is actually a really good draw. Like, we're not going to tap a land, we're going to probably save it to use the fire side. Like, it might be that we are just trying to beat down. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there are 2 lands away from Archon, so it might be that we have to tap next turn. So if they go for it here, we're binding the token. Just want to save the fire. Okay, force is a really good draw. Do we play out the land? I think so. There's no way we're besieging. So I'm going to play the land to try and play around spell pierce and stuff as much as possible. Not sure what the opponent has in hand. How much? Do they only have one blue mana? Like, I would say I'd fire it, but ice it, but they're on mostly reprieve by the look of it. I'll probably force a reprieve here. Counter-target spell. I'm just going to force. Okay, so we draw Steam Vents. It's not going to play it, I don't think. Yeah, something to discard to Archon potentially. Put the opponent down to 6. They are facing down lethal. They could have bindings. Okay, they're ending a Rhino. Okay, so we'll go fire. They can't return it to our hand. Well, they can return it to our hand with reprieve. They can't spell piercing. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, fire very good against the dwarf tokens. I think creativity has been on quite a downswing at the moment, just because I think it's because Scam is quite good against it. Scam's huge at the moment. Scam has Blood Moon and Orcish Bowmasters to deal with the 1/1s, but also yeah, just I think that's the main reason. Like, Blood Moon's quite high. I think I've got a fairly decent win rate with Rhinos against it. So, but yeah, still a very powerful deck, still doing very powerful things, and a lot of people do still swear by it. So, and maybe not fully explored with, you know, we saw reprieve and stuff there. So, but yeah, good to get the win. See you for round 2. Right, I think we're going to keep hold of this one. We're on the draw and we've got a Gemstone Caverns. Okay, so do we just get rid of binding here? Because then we can force, we can... Yeah, I think we'll get rid of binding. Watery Graves, interesting. Okay, flows around to draw. Let's just suspend, and then maybe we're meant to keep the binding. Dark Slick Shores. So the one I'm thinking that this is the Dimir Ring deck. Let's just get Rawgrin Triumph for now, I think. If Violent Outburst is amongst our best draw. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just rip it. Yeah, we'll do it in their upkeep. We probably will force like counterspell or something here. Right, so we need forest. So I guess we just get, we could get basic forest because we've got the gemstone, which is one of any color. So we've got 2 of any color that's not forest. Yeah, I'm just gonna get basic forest, I think. Yeah, let's get basic forest. We're going pretty low on cards if we have to force, which the opponent hasn't actually countered that. Oh, it's mill. Okay, didn't expect mill. Okay, they cycle. Okay, so that's not too bad. We'll probably just play Bone Crusher Giant here. Right, how many footfalls are gone? Okay, I think we'll just attack with everything. And then Violent Outburst again. I think it says 1 footfalls. There's 1 on suspend and 1 in the graveyard. Yeah, so we are good here. But yeah, I might as well do it now while they can't drown in the lock. Get them dead next turn. Long time since I played against Mill. Okay, Field of Ruin's pretty good because I think that's just Wasteland now. Because we haven't got any more basics. I think the other one went. Oh no, we do have an island. Okay. It's a good archive trap, which I will force. Do we force that? 13 cards. It doesn't kill us. They know we've got force now. If they archive trap again, what's this one? When they cycle it, mills 4, 13. So we'd go down to. I think we'll let 1 archive trap resolve. Okay, so they mill there. I think I want to. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so what do we think here? So we definitely want the endurances, the disputes, the dismembers. Bone Crusher's not great. Subtlety's okay if they're on Jace, or I guess it can deal with Crab. We can, if we want, go up a few cards. Let's get rid of Bone Crusher, bring in Beseiju, because we probably want Beseiju because they're probably on Chalice, so I might bring in all the lands. I don't think we want to go to 67 cards. Let's cut a couple of subtleties. Oh, Murktide Regent seems a good one here because our graveyard will be pretty full. Maybe subtlety is good enough. What about binding? Binding also deals with it though. Let's cut all the subtleties. Maybe it's got 65 cards, so we've brought in more lands. Yeah, I can see going up to 65. Well, maybe I should. No, we want Gemstone Caverns. Like bringing in 3 Besage is pretty good anyway, because yeah, just because they might be on Chalice. Okay, so this hand suspends on 1 and then makes Rhinos, but it's not interactive at all. I think on the draw this is a mulligan. This is good. We'll go bottom the Footfalls, and then we'll go Gemstone. I think we're just getting rid of Footfalls here. Well, Soul Guide Lantern is interesting. I guess Soul Guide Lantern is good for I guess there's no benefit to fetching now. I guess it would have been extra card types for binding. But yeah, I would have quite liked to find I wonder if I went to binding the crab. So get it's either Breeding Pool, Sacred Foundry, or Steam Vents, Temple Garden, which I think we'll get. Let's get. Oh, we can't get Steam Vents, Temple Garden given that we've played this, so it has to be Breeding Pool, Sacred Foundry. Oh, okay, yeah, so they can Archive Trappers here. Yeah, we'll just get Sacred Foundry. Or do we want to make Rhinos? I think I want to make Rhinos. Like, I think we need the pressure. Oh, if they surgical oh, there's no Rhinos in there. Okay, well, they do drown. Maybe we should have waited, but we can't wait forever. Okay, another crab is scary. Okay, less so now. So let's do this. I think we're just going to hit both crabs. So we haven't got swamp, so might as well get the Zagoth, and then we can just binding. I think we're just binding both crabs. Opponent's got 1 card in hand. And we do have force. Hopefully they haven't got another archive trap. They don't. We might just avoid searching now. Well, Dispute's pretty good. Oh, extirpating endurance. Okay. So we don't actually run as many endurances as some, you know, the Rhinos of old and Still quite a few lists, around 4. Okay, they do know what we've got now though. So we'd like to draw Murktide, any threat really. Okay. It's going to dispute the crab. But they knew we had dispute, I think. Another dispute. It's not bad, but yeah, really need. How many rhinos have gone? Only one. Yeah, any cascader is very good. Got another surgical, maybe another force. Okay, we mill. Still only one crashing footfalls gone, although we don't want to draw one. Although I think we exiled one as well. Okay, it looks like they're going for the crab again, which eats another mystical dispute. Okay, fire ice. That's not the best, but we'll probably tap a land. In their turn, try and find Cascader. As if we don't have to force something here. Maybe we were meant to. Well, maybe we were meant to just hold up force actually. Beseiju. That's not good. Okay, we'll keep hold of the Beseiju though. Yeah, that might be death. Rock and Triome. I think I'm going to play the Beseiju. Yeah, there's not going to be any window, I don't think, where we can hit the Iboro. Okay, so we'll add blue here. Might not have another land. Oh, still 2 crashing footfalls. Well, there's a Cascader. But the opponent probably has Drown in the lock. Okay, that's the last crashing footfalls. I think. Yeah, one's exiled. So is there a there's one Murktide there. Okay, so we can still draw Murktide Regent. We have to draw it pretty much right now. Shardless Agent. Yeah, okay, I think we'll just concede. Maybe we should have waited on that early cascade. Okay, so we'll take out a couple of gemstone caverns and then just go 63. I think it was a weird matchup because yeah, it can be quite difficult if they surgical effect crushing footfalls or endurances. At the same time, sometimes you just go like force, make 10 power attack. Right, on the play. What do we think of this? I think we're going to mulligan. It's close, but we can't ice. We haven't got any blue mana. Yeah. Oh, this is even worse, unfortunately. We're going to have to mulligan to 5. Mulligan. Oh. Yeah, this is really not good. I mean, we're not going to 4, right? I think we'll put like one of these, definitely, maybe 2 of these. Yeah, just do that and then we won't island cycle. So let's just play this and pass. Yeah, mulliganing to 5. The opponent has mulligan to 6. Looks like I've got the crab. Yeah. Okay, well, it's something. So this will go and get some sort of... So we need green mana, probably breeding pool. Ice here. This way we can force a archive trap if they go for it. Didn't really want to find another land. Ardent Plea would have been nice. So they don't have archive trap potentially. Okay, another force. So just play Windswept Heath. Just go for this while they can't. So we've got double blue. I'd likely to need more red. We don't likely to need double green potentially for endurance. I'll just draw a card here. Yeah. Another Lorem revealed. Maybe we're meant to mulligan down to 4, but I don't think so. Okay, there's Violent Outburst. So is Steam Vents still in the deck? Yes. Because we do want to hit our land drop, I think. Okay, so at least we've got a Violent Outburst now. Do it in, is it upkeep or is it draw step? Sorry, is it upkeep or is it end of turn? End of turn plays around a sweeper. I'm just gonna do it now. Like, I think I'd rather play around like a engineered explosives or something. Right, make 8 power. Ether Gust. Okay, so yeah, we'll force. Keep hold of the force. Hopefully I haven't got Spell Pierce. Ether Gust is one you don't see as much anymore. Got 37 cards in library. Down to about 30 with these two though. Okay. Well, we're untapping. We'll play the land to play around like Spell Pierce or something, I guess. Assuming there won't be a block. They wait at least a turn, right? Yeah, there's no way we're fetching. Like, if their hand's full of archive traps, like we'd only fetch if we absolutely had to. Now. Okay, Poro, we're down to 27. This is not a fetch land. Each opponent mills 14 cards. Do we force here? $14 is quite a lot. I think I'm going to force that. It uses our mana this turn. Like if we get Drown in the locked, it's not great. Fine. So we mill 14. Not fetching now. So opponent now dead to Violent Outburst, Fire Ice, Dismember, Leyline Binding. Okay, well, we ripped. You know, you have to. We had quite a few draws, I guess, there that did it, but yeah, good to be 2-0. See you for round 3. Okay, we're on the play here. We can suspend. We've got 2 force. I think we can just about keep this. Obviously, Gemstone Caverns doesn't work on the play. Be a bit broken if it did, I suppose. So we'll probably go and get. We can't need double blue, but we can double island cycle if we want. Oh, I should have suspended. Oh, that was dumb. That was really dumb. Okay, so let's go and get. So if we get Sacred Foundry Breeding Pool or Temple Garden. What is it? Temple Garden. Steam Vents. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. Let's get Temple Garden. Yeah, should have suspended there. I guess we can just get Rorgrin Triome. If we draw exactly Fire Ice, Steam Bent. Another Footfalls. Don't think we want to island cycle the next one. Yeah, really wish I'd suspended that on turn 1. Maybe we should have island cycled, because we can't currently cast the Force. Yeah, messed up the lands a little bit as well. Probably should have got like a Triome. Okay, so we're against Living End. So they cycled. Yeah, the problem here is the, well, one problem is we haven't got hard cast Force up. Okay, so I'm gonna actually island cycle here. We'll just get Zagoth Triome, I think, play it. Yeah, so here, this is so we can force if they go for it in our upkeep. Okay, they go for the Grief. We do have double Force. Yeah, but if we just go Gemstone Caverns, they can play a land and then go Violent Outburst in our upkeep. Looks like Shardless Agent. Okay, so obviously we're going to force. Implies they probably have another one. They don't have a red source. Play this. I guess we'll play the Footfalls now. Although, what could we draw? I don't think the Footfalls is going to matter. What could we draw for 2? We could find another ice, I guess. Yeah, I don't think we're going to. Let's make it more difficult for them. Okay, well they. Oh, maybe they're kind of living in now. Yeah, looks that way. And yeah, we'll just concede to that. Okay, well we get to try out our our, what are they called? Drannith Magistrate plan. So we bring those in, bring the endurances in, we can cut one Gemstone Caverns, bring in another Boseiju. I think we just cut all of the Footfalls, which is weird. Bring in the Murktide Regents. We probably want Mystical Dispute as well. Subtlety's not great. Maybe Subtlety's better than Bone Crusher. Like Binding's not great either. Let's get rid of a couple of Bindings, maybe all the Bindings. Maybe go something like that. If we're trying to play the fair game, get rid of another Binding, go Bone Crusher maybe. I guess Subtlety we can evoke just for no value. Let's try something like that. I'm not convinced of this, but it's worth a go. Run the play, which is nice. First time I've actually tried this, but Okay, well we have the Magistrate, so that can go and get Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, we'll keep this. And we can protect it from grief as well. With Subtlety. So just go Forest Pass and then we'll go and get Hallowed Fountain. We have to... Okay, so that's Island Cycle for Hallowed Fountain. Wouldn't mind another land. Okay, Dispute's not the worst. Drannith Magistrate is only a 1/3. I don't know, maybe you're meant to bring in, like we did see this in another league where the opponent had Crashing Footfalls and Drannith Magistrates in, but not sure. So we'd really like a land here. Yes, we do find it. Okay, so that's good. So yeah, we can just attack. Now we're holding up Force as well. Or, sorry, Dispute. I don't think they run Fury. So we need to go and get a mount. Let's go and get Steam Vents here. And I think, yeah, they definitely don't run. They're 1/3s as well, so. Okay, there we go. Again, wouldn't mind a land. In case the opponent starts going hard casting stuff. Then we can just Subtlety it. Mystical Dispute will take though. It's quite a slow clock. Okay, cycling again. So yeah, we're just trying to play like a fair game, which we're hoping that we're better at. Grief. Do we care? No, they can grief. Like, they probably take Force, but we could have Subtletied that. What did they get rid of? Street Wraith. Like, we'll take the 2 for 1. Charlotte's Agent. Do we just counter the Charlotte's Agent? Are we fine with that? Like, it cuts our clock down, but I think Charlotte's Agent's fine. They've got other stuff to deal with that. We want to save the Dispute, I think, for like Strike Riverwinders and Curators and stuff. Okay, we like drawing a land. Yep. So they can hard cast Grief, but we've got the Dispute now. Another Charlotte's Agent. I think we will Dispute this one now that we've got the mana. for subtlety. Okay, Windswept Heath. We'll play it. We keep attacking. I guess we have to be a little bit wary of violent outbursts. Because Shardless Agent then eats one of these magistrates. Fails to find a swamp. I wonder if we're meant to just cast a subtlety. Opponent might have subtlety as well. Okay, opponent's conceded. So Drannith Magistrate, pretty good. Especially since you can play it on turn 2 as well. Okay, so are they likely to be bringing in anything that can deal with that? Potentially. I should have taken out Gemstone Caverns there. Do they have anything that deals with that? I assume so. I think we'll take out Bone Crusher, bring in Subtlety, go like that. Yeah, see how that goes. Well, this is pretty much the same hand. We can't protect ourselves from grief with a... Oh, we draw the Hallowed Fountain anyway. Okay, let's just go this pass, because we're gonna... Yeah. We're gonna Island Cycle. Like, we just need to hope they don't have grief. So they shocked in. Let's go Island Cycle. So here we're going to get Steam Vents, because we've already got the Hallowed Fountain. They don't run ice or anything, do they? Not usually. Be bad for us here. Okay, we've drawn another Magistrate. Does mean that these Cascaders are now pretty awful. Looks like they might have Subtlety. I'm going to create a... Well, they might be trying to draw into it. Yikes. Okay, they do have it. I'll actually put that on the bottom. Yeah, that's the problem. Like it's a very good plan, and that did very nearly work. But okay, they grief. Pitching Living End. If they have, they've got 3 cards in hand. A land Cascader. Yeah, okay. So their hand was pretty set up to deal with us, and now we just lose. Okay, that was unfortunate. Like, we had the best possible start, but the opponent had everything they possibly wanted to deal with what we were doing there, but close. And I can see the appeal of Drannith Magistrate, but it's just the thing I worry about Drannith Magistrate is it doesn't come in any other matchup, which is you know, dedicating 2 sideboard slots. If you expect a lot of Living End, I say go for it in 4 colour, but if not, maybe that slot would be better with Endurance or something. But there we go. Let's move on. Round number 4. Right, round 4, we'd certainly like to play first, and this hand is very good if we find another land. We'll keep it. But we can do something turn 1 anyway. I think this is probably fine, just need any untapped land and we're off to the races on turn 3. We might think about, the only thing we'd think about subtletying here is a Ragavan, I think. Right, let's see. A Triome here is fine, or the Lorien Revealed. Either of those. Instead we find another Crashing Footfalls, which we'll suspend. Play Hallowed Fountain tapped, pass. Probably Subtlety a Wrenn and 6 here. Okay, no Wrenn and 6. Oh, it's Enchantress. I haven't played against this for a long time. Still no land. I feel like we were probably we had 2 draw steps. Maybe we weren't that likely to get it. That can resolve. Oh, it's got Shroud. I thought we could just Bone Crusher it. Yeah. Maybe we should have subtlety there. Okay, we're still got these coming off. One coming off next turn. If we draw a land here, yeah, we're definitely gonna. What are we gonna play? Probably, yeah, we'll just play Shardless Agent. So we run 21 lands plus 4 Lorien Reveals is 25. We had just 23 left in the deck. 23 is not quite half, but I feel like we were still more likely than not to hit a land in 2 draws. Okay, this is pretty rough, but we get Rhinos next turn anyway. And if we're going to draw a non-land, Force Negation is the best one. Like now we can force the one that that's fine. That's also fine. So they're going to go and get the. Okay, so that's the one where they get to draw cards. Okay, we'll cast some Rhinos. Yeah, I wouldn't mind another land. Yeah, this is a bit ridiculous now. So do we force the card draw engine, or do we wait and try and force when they play the one that I think we have to force this, because if they just go like mini enchantment, it might be bait. But they can search for them as well. I think we have to let that go. Okay, on thin ice is fine. That's kind of what we were worried about, but I think we just have to wait. Okay. Maybe we should have forced the Enchantress Presence, but we didn't know. And yeah, I'm just so worried about them just sacrificing Sterling Grove, putting Solitary Confinement on top. Oh no, we're making more Rhinos now. I just think we've only got one force at the moment. Haven't got much, have we, on the sideboard? Oh, we got 3 copies of Boseiju, which is good. Okay, we do finally find a land. I can't cast Outburst with it. So I think we just shard this agent. We just want the extra damage. Okay. Cast the Footfalls. Yeah, trouble is the opponent can potentially get 2 copies of Solitary Confinement here. If they get one now, they get Sith. Oh, that's actually really good because we can subtlety that. We've got enough blue cards, so we let them draw a card, and then we'll go subtlety, exile, ardent plea. They can draw it again potentially, but the subtleties aren't getting any better. It's 5 mana here, so they need to cast another enchantment and go and get creature and enchantment spells can't be countered. So that would mean Solitary Confinement can't be countered. So it's a 2/3 with Shroud. So I guess we subtlety that as well. And then yeah, just hope that they haven't got Solitary Confinement. Looks like they do. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, they draw an extra card as well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was pretty rough. Like we had, I think we had to, that exact combination of cards was pretty rough. I think they probably could have done it anyway with another Sterling Grove, but okay. So possibly probably dismembers. What don't we like? We like Force and Binding. Bone Crusher's like okay. Definitely want all these Boseijus. We'll cut the 2 Gemstone Caverns on the play. Force is fine. Subtlety's probably fine. I'll be trimming. No, we want to make sure we get Rhinos as quickly as possible. Let's trim Bone Crusher. I think we might trim all the Bone Crushers for Dismembers. Because yeah, Dismember kills stuff for 1 mana. Might also be bringing in Chalice and stuff, so bringing in all the Boseijus is good. Yeah, this is fine. So we'll probably go. Yeah, we're not going to. Oh, they might be running Blood Moon. Probably not. We've got the Island Cycler if we need to. We'll just go and get the off-color fetch lands, I think. We can get Ralgan Triumph at the start. Ardent Please, fine. We can cast Binding here actually, which is pretty good. That's fine. We don't want to do anything about that. Okay, let's just slam Ardent Plea. If we can tap the mana right. Okay, make some Rhinos. But yeah, I don't think binding that is what we really what we're really interested in. Maybe. Rather save it for this. Okay, so we're probably binding that. So I'll attack. Do we binding this? Is it whenever it enters the battlefield? Yeah. Oh, we could have gone Ardent Plea and hit them for an extra damage. I think we'll go with that now. Yeah, that can fetch Temple Garden, which is fine. Yeah, I could have hit them for an extra point of damage there. I think we need to save the binding for solitary confinement. This is going to get bigger than the Rhinos, so I've got 3 cards in hand. I think I'm going to binding now. The fact that it blocks a Rhino as well. Yeah, just grab Temple Garden. Yeah, I think we want a binding here. It draws cards, doesn't it? Yeah. I don't think we. I think this is fine. If they slam Solitary Confinement, like it's still not that bad because it stops them drawing a card from this, and they have to start sacrificing stuff. Okay, that draws cards. Please not Solitary Confinement. That's pretty good. Okay, we do have enough damage though. So we'll Violent Outburst, go for lethal. Okay, so yeah, we do manage to get there. Okay, so kind of want to bring back in the Gemstone Caverns. What do we take out? Maybe the basic forest. Fire Ice is fine. Binding's great. Maybe one Dismember, or actually one Subtlety is probably right. Try that. How good is Dismember, I suppose? We're gonna mulligan this. Like, we could do so much better. Oh, we can also do so much worse. I think we have to mulligan again. No way of finding our second land. Yeah, this is fine though. Okay, so we'll keep this. So can we afford, we need to put 2 cards down. So if we do these 2, so yeah, we go 1, 2, done. and then we go gemstone caverns. Okay, pitch, flooded strand. I think we do this and just try and find a land with Shardless Agent. Sorry, with Fire Ice. Utopia's Brawl. Okay, so that's a good one to tap with Shardless Agent. So I keep saying that. Okay, so we can do it now. What colour do we want? I think it's probably Breeding Pool. Yeah. Okay, pass the turn. Okay, so ice here. Okay, we find another land, so we don't have to sacrifice our gemstone caverns. Okay, growth is fine. We're just going to make 10 power and hope for the best. Yeah, let's go for it. Hope they haven't got any big spells. If this gemstone cavern is a blue card, we'd actually be in really good shape. So they've got 4 mana here. Okay, so it's the champion again. Okay, that's pretty good. Boseju's interesting. We can force now as well. That's pretty good. Yeah, maybe we're meant to Boseju here. We will do it end of turn. Trouble is, this is now too big for the Rhino. Sanctum Weaver. Yeah, I think this is probably just over now. Don't think there's anything we can do. We can't kill this. Maybe we should have Boseju'd earlier, but he's got binding, I guess. Binding can deal with the champion. Outburst. Okay, well, it's not a bad draw. Opponent's just got so much mana and so many cards. Another Harvest Hand. Yeah, I think this is probably just over now. I think we have to force that. And then if they've got a follow-up, we just concede. So we won't concede to a Sanctum Weaver. We'll concede to a Blood Moon. Okay, well, a combination of mulliganing to Sphere 5, then we had to also, I mean, we got lucky, we did hit the land, but yeah, that seemed pretty rough. Okay, well, we're 2-2 after a good start. Let's see if we can close out the 3-2. Right, on the play. Yeah, it's good. Like, turn 1 island cycle for some sort of land. So we need white and red, so probably we could get the triome. Might get the triome actually, given that we need white and red. Or is it better to just get steam vents? White is binding and ardent plea. I'm just going to get the triome. We have the gemstone caverns. Let's play the forest and pass. Forest could be living end again. Let's go ahead and ice here. Okay, another Shardless Agent. Okay, it could be the mirror. So there is a consideration for icing their land again here, playing the triome, because if they go force, untap and rhinos, we're in a world of pain. Although we're not actually too bad because we've got another Shardless Agent now. So yeah, I think that's possibly fine. Okay, so it's an up the beanstalk deck. There's a lot of these going around at the moment. So Fury. So the question is, we could subtlety, pitch, fire, ice. Then they just cast it again. They've already drawn a card. I think we just let the Fury go. So they're going to hit a Rhino token, save the subtlety for an Omnath. Okay, Violent Outburst is pretty good as well. I think I'm just going to play another. Well, are we playing another one? Because if they have Supreme Verdict in hand, we could ice the land. I think we just put lethal onto the field. So we've got another Cascader. We can stop a creature. Like the thing with Supreme Verdict, I guess, is if we ideally we would have been able to hold up Violent Outburst. Maybe that was a poor choice to get Rogrin Triome, because now we're in this situation where we could have waited and then gone for it at the end of the opponent's turn, which doesn't play around Counterspell, but I don't think many of these lists are playing it. I think this is fine, like make them have it. Like we've got a backup Cascader. Some lists also run like, that's another up the beanstalk. Yeah, some lists also run Bring to Light. Been seeing quite a lot of innovation. If they go Fury again, Solitude. Well, they get to draw 2 cards. So they do that. They're then facing. Well, we've. Okay, so I'm going to let this resolve because we've got the burn spells in hand. Like if they go for another one, then maybe not. Okay, so now I think we subtlety, because that's 10, 11, 12. If they get rid of this, it's only 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we'll subtlety now. Don't know, maybe that's incorrect. Like they quite possibly have Fury. I guess we've got the Outburst as well. Force to draw. They didn't draw any land there. Four, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do we go for the Violent Outburst? Or do we just go Stomp? I think we'll just go Stomp. Plays around Spell Pierce as well. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if the opponent just missed loads of lands. Maybe they forgot to play one after they'd drawn so many cards. Okay, so I don't think we necessarily want all the Besagers for up the Beanstalks. Like, we don't want to ramp them. I think we want to be just quicker than them, I think. Force and Subtlety are good. Bone Crusher is good because they play the ring. In long games like this, I think we can probably shave some Ardent Pleas. I want Dismember, I think, for Omnath. I think Murktide Regent in the face of Binding and Solitude is probably not that great. Force... Actually, are they on Teferi? I think we want the Mystical Disputes as well, actually. Want the Gemstone Caverns. 3 cuts. Subtlety's good, Reveal's good, Dismember's good. Maybe we trim some Forces. Let's trim a couple of Forces. Maybe trim all those. Maybe we trim all the Forces and go Bone Crusher. Let's try that. I'm not entirely convinced here. Maybe we want to keep the Forces in and just go quickly. Don't know if anyone's got... I can't remember what I did in the last one. It's a bit different with Teamer. Only 1 land, only 2 lands, no way of getting the 3rd, but the rest of it's good. I think we can keep this, suspend on 1. So we've got Swamp Forest Island, so we'll go and get... Okay, that's a good draw. So we just go and grab Temple Garden here. Suspend. And then we can go Island Cycling for Steam Vents, Shocking Steam Vents in order to deal with Teferi. No Beanstalk. That makes us want to play this. So we could play this, Island Cycle for next turn, and then if we have to Subtlety to Fairy, yeah, I think that's probably fine. Like, I'm pretty sure that all of them will be playing Teferi. They're quite incentivized to go for it here. Yeah, so we just go Subtlety, Pitch, Dispute. probably put it on top. Yeah. Hopefully I haven't got Chalice. Okay, so cycle, go and grab Steam Vents. Play this. Shardless Agent. Something I haven't done yet is like subtletying your own Shardless Agent to cascade again next turn. I doubt that's ever going to come up, but it's an interesting one. So there you can go to Fairy. We just kill the Teferi, move on with our day. That's its verdict. Okay, the One Ring, so yeah, we'll push damage here. So we go Stomp, just a Rhino. Attack for 10. Solitude. Okay. Play the Hallowed Fountain. Do we suspend here? No, because I should have shocked. I should have shocked in the Hallowed Fountain. Because then we could have suspended and dismembered a Omnath. It may not matter. So we want them to go Omnath here. If they go Omnath with the plan of going Omnath land to Fairy, that's yeah, where we want to be. They are thinking about it. We know they've got Teferi in hand. They can also just cast Solitude, I guess. They must go to Fairy. What is this? Bring to Light? Okay, so it's the Bring to Light version. Like, not sure about this, because if we now just go Dispute. Okay, they get Valky. Exile their own ring, maybe? Well, they have to exile their own ring, right? Okay, yeah, they can do that. But they can't cast it. We're also making Rhinos this turn. And they're also dead. Well, I suppose they're not dead to... like... No, they're not dead. Where's yield? Yeah, they're not dead to like fire. Well, we can attack them and then fire ice them, I suppose. Windswept Teeth's not great. I'm pretty convinced we're meant to attack Tibble here. Don't Solitude us. Okay, so we've got lethal. I don't think there's any reason to cast Bone Crusher. They go to 2. Draw 3 cards. Might be looking for Omnath. Chalice, sure. I head you up to Fairy. Could be Verdict. Okay, Omnath is good because we just go Dismember. Dismember's, I've said it before, like, it's just overperformed. Yeah, I've won so many games like that. With this deck being very popular, I've won so many games with Dismember. Just like that, like they go for the Omnath that's going to win them the game. You Dismember it. Yeah. So what do we think? I think the deck's really good. I think I'm preferring Teamer at the moment. I know, like I think maybe I just need to practice a little bit more at lands, but at land sequencing and stuff in order to make sure you get binding. But yeah, I think I'm going to be on Teamer for the RCQ season, unless someone can definitely convince me otherwise. The Drannith Magistrate thing, it was good, but I think it's a bit narrow, is my current thought. Like, it's fine if you can cast it on 2, or you can cascade into it on the play or whatever, and it will beat Living End. But then they see it, and once they've adjusted to it and they know to hold up Subtlety forever, it becomes less good, I suppose, and they might even start running Dismembers or whatever. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you again soon for some more Rhino action. Cheers.